Section 4.3 and 4.4. Modeling exponential data and nearly exponential data. Example 1. Let's decide whether this data is exponential. This function, n, goes up from 3 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 24, and 24 to 48. So this function is increasing. If this function was an exponential function, it would be an exponential growth function. So let's calculate the growth factor from one point to the next. The growth factor from 0 to 1, we calculate by taking the value of the function and dividing by the previous value. In this case, it would be 6 divided by 3. We then take that number and divide it by the variable minus the other variable. So in this case, it would be 1 minus 0. This is 2 over 1, which is 2. So the growth factor from 0 to 1 is 2. Since each of these, when you subtract, is 1, we'll suppress that for the rest of this problem. The growth factor from 1 to 2 is this number, 12, divided by this number, 6. Normally I would divide this whole thing by the difference, the subtraction, of 2 and 1, which is 1. But since it's 1, we don't have to do that. 12 divided by 6 is 2. For this function to be exponential, all of the growth factors have to be the same. So we calculate the growth factor from 2 to 3. This is going to be this number 24, and I'm going to divide that by this number 12, and again I get 2. The growth factor from 3 to 4 is this number 48 divided by this number 24, which again is 2. Since they're all 2, this data is exponential. Part B, let's check whether or not this set of data is exponential. Again, it's going up by 1 each time, so I'm not going to divide by that. I'll just calculate the factor between each of these data points. Note, again, it's going up each time, so this will be a growth factor. If it went down, it'd be a decay factor. The growth factor from 0 to 1 is going to be 1.66 divided by 1.26. That's 1.66 divided by 1.26. And I'll round to 2 decimal places. So that's going to be 1.3. This 1 rounds up to 2 because of that 7. 1.32. Let's calculate the growth factor from 1 to 2. That's going to be equal to 2.19, this number here, divided by the previous function value, which is 1.66. 2.19 divided by 1.66. That's rounded to 2 decimal places. Again, 1.32. The growth factor from 2 to 3 is this number here divided by this number here. 2.89 divided by 2.19. 2.89 divided by 2.19. And again, that rounds to 1.32. Since all of the growth factors are the same, this data is exponential.